We got single wall.
You got double wall, and you got double wall insulated. So
Okay.
let me get this a little separated for you guys, and then I'll show you and go over that.
And Gary, they gave us double wall so we can go closer to the wall of the house to save
Single wall,
space.
they say, you know, single wall people like because it radiates a little bit more heat.
Yeah.
But it's not a big enough gain that I would go single wall, because it's also going to kick you off and take up more footprint on your ground.
Okay.
So, okay. The 6 DVL adapter, your AD, that's going to be your first piece.
That goes
will
on
tie
that.
on, yep.
And we've got, that has screws for it?
Yeah, all these boxes will have screws in them.
Okay. Is it not?
They're supposed to.
I'll find before
won't
I go,
guarantee it,
'cause
'cause
we won't
we've
go
opened
find
them
them on the reservation.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's your first piece, and all your pipe's going to kind of look like this.
Yeah, the black.
Let's see, there's your little bag of screws.
Okay.
And
Okay.
they even give you the pre-drilled holes to
Yep.
put them all together.
So that
So
goes-
this one's obvious because this gives you your collar. So
the-
that's your starter piece, right? Not only that, on your sticker, it gives you an arrow showing you the flow. So,
Yep.
you know, your arrow doesn't go down, right?
Yeah.
It goes up. So that's,
Yep.
every piece will have that except for maybe your DT.
So
So boom.
First piece on right there.
what's holding that in? Weight?
Yeah, the weight of your chimney to this box will hold that in. You can, if you don't think you need the adapter, you can try one of your first pieces and
Straight.
see how the fit is on that.
Okay.
If it fits sloppier or too tight, that's what the adapter's for. So sometimes we use these adapters, sometimes we don't. Depends on your fit.
Understood.
This is a good fit.
Yeah.
And then if you really wanted to, sometimes our guys will pre-drill the holes and screw into that collar. Don't need to, you always want to have it loose, so when it is time to take it off and clean it, you can take it off and clean it. You don't have to worry about
Okay, so
screws. You're going to have weight on there, so it'll hold okay.
Okay.
Okay, so you got your adapter.
And then we're gonna go,
Next piece, and you can do this either way,
is the double.
is that's your telescoping, and that's your 24. So this one will adjust 29 to 46 inches. So you
Holy
can
shit.
collapse it down to about 29 inches. You can pull it out to about 46. To hit 29 is going to be tight. It gets real tight collapsing that down. But that's your adjustable piece. Some people will put it on first so it's right there in reach to deal with it. Some people like to put it up top so they don't see the seam with the screws right about eye level. So you can go either one next. So you put either one of these on.
You can go this, and then this, or this, then that.
Yep, yep.
And that
Nope.
should get us near the ceiling.
That should get you to your ceiling support box. This is your box that goes through the roof, or through the ceiling, sorry.
So is it a box like that?
Yep, it looks just like that. There's a connector piece at the bottom of it
There's a-
that is
Like that?
crimped like that bottom piece.
Yeah.
This goes right over it. You put in your screws.
And then that bolts in, this goes all the way through the
No,
joist?
no, this will screw to the support box, and then the support box takes the weight of it.
Yeah.
And then
that-
inside your support box is another collar that inside of it that will connect to this pipe.
Which is the one that goes through the...
This is through the roof. Yep, this is your Class A. This is what's required through roof. Looks just like that pipe right there. That's built in the bottom and galvanized on the top.
So what do we have for length on that?
You have 8 feet, 2 4-foot sticks.
Okay, well, the ceiling, if we haven't changed, those are 16 stringers.
Yes.
So we're going through 16,
Okay.
and then there's sheeting, roofing, interior. There's supposed to be ceiling panels, right?
Yeah.
We're not going through sheetrock, we're going through 1/8"
Plywood.
plywood.
Plywood. Okay.
So the ceiling's an 1/8" plywood.
Okay.
So
So you're going to be
we'll cut
roughly
a,
2 feet
Will we
of
cut a-
pipe inside.
will we cut a round hole or we cut a square hole?
You're going
Is
to
it-
cut
is it-
for the support box.
Yeah.
You're going to cut a square hole. It's roughly a 12 by. This one might be bigger. You have 6-inch, 8-inch, 9, 10.
It's not
Yeah,
gonna be
this
more
is
than
probably
16.
no.
All
No,
right.
this is probably a
Will fit
12 by
inside.
12
Mm-hmm.
because that gives you your clearance when you bring your finished material to the box. Gives you more than enough for clearance.
Can we attach this box to the the rafters
So usually you want to pick one rafter or the other and
put
attach it to it.
put a cripple in it?
And then you want to put a stud on the back side and the front side that goes to the next rafter and brace that in, because this is going to be holding all your weight for the pipe going to the cap.
Okay.
So you want to make sure, and we always at least framed up 3 sides. Sometimes we'd put 4 if we had a lot of pipe going on.
I'm kind of thinking, since we got a 16 hole, maybe a 12-inch gaps. We got two on each side and 2 in the back. We can make a 4 2x4, 2x6 frame for
Yeah,
it.
2x6s are real good. So these are your rafters, right?
Yeah.
16 inches apart.
Right.
So if you want your box up against this one, you'll have to reach down inside there, and you're gonna drill 2 or 3 holes in it. I usually did like 2 on the bottom, 1 in the middle top, where it's gonna be able to screw into the rafter, and you would put 3 screws on that side. Then you're gonna get your 2x4, 2x6, and you're gonna put it across this
That
way
way.
and this way,
And
and
then-
you're gonna drill 3 holes there and 3 holes there.
And then we can put one that way.
You can put one here if you want to, not necessary. You don't have a lot of pipe, but if you want to, and it doesn't hurt, just that way you don't ever get that flex, but having those screws here, here, and here will help with that. So if you want, you could do that, and then you can put
Well,
3
because
screws there.
these are H's, so we're looking at, they're like this.
The TJIs.
Mm-hmm.
So they're like this. So my mental picture is that we're gonna put the box right in the middle, put a board here and a board there on each side of it,
Kind of frame it in.
and build a box like that and put it right in the middle of these.
Yeah, you
Because
can
if
do
it's
that
12, I'm just there thinking, if it's a 12-inch box and we got 16 gap,
too. Mm-hmm.
we are barely going to be making it through these,
Right,
and then we'll just have to have something to make it snug on both sides.
exactly. Yep.
Okay.
And then in terms of this, do we need, if the box is going through here, do we just need 1 2x4 on each side to structurally support it?
I would try to at least get 3 sides supported.
3, I guess what I'm saying is, like, if this is the actual box right here,
Right.
and then we'll 2x4, 2x4, 2x4.
Oh yeah, just one.
Okay.
Just one. So this will stick through the ceiling, drywall, OSB in your case, whatever it is. I would stick it out about 2 or 3 inches.
Got it.
Is there a square flange on it, or is it just there's a hole in the bottom of this, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's yes.
That's
This looks
exactly
like
what
that.
it
All right,
looks like.
and that's what we're
And-
going to put these into.
Yep. That'll go right to the bottom of that. And then inside is a different piece that has an adapter that ties these in.
And then when we get up on the roof, how far above the roof? This will go. How many? That's 24 inches.
Yeah, so
24.
it's a square that we cut through the roof, and the square box goes up through that.
Through the ceiling, not the roof.
So it goes
You
through
take
the
this
ceiling.
up to the roof.
Yep.
It acts as an insulation shield, so no insulation can get down in here and get up against our pipe, cause a fire.
So we're going to have to cut this.
So these cut real easy with tin snips. Our guys will put it up, make the marks where they want it, and then they'll cut it to match the pitch of the roof. If you don't want to get too technical, you just cut it flat and you just run it up till the first side hits, and then you might have an inch gap on this side, but usually they're not insulating the entire cavity, right?
Yeah.
So, throw those
So
in
we're
there.
going to we got a 512
Yep.
roof
Mm-hmm.
like this. So we're going to go up square, and we're going to cut this so this thing cuts off at the roof. And then we're going to cut a round hole in the roof, right?
Yep, I'll get to that here.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
so you can do a couple things. This can stick out into the ceiling as much as you want.
Yeah, like my house,
So-
it's that much.
Yeah, so if you don't want to cut this, run it up there till it hits the roof, and then just leave 6 inches sticking out. You know, this is a 24 inch. You said you had 16 inches,
Yeah.
So whatever we want to do.
16 and a half roughly.
Yeah.
That you have covered up.
Yeah.
That's going to leave you 8 inches roughly sticking out.
And so
So if you don't want that much sticking out, cut it down a little
Got
bit.
it.
so then this stuff goes through that box.
It ties into the bottom of it, doesn't go
Right.
through it. Then once that's screwed into place, then this goes inside the box and ties in on the other side of that
Yeah,
adapter,
sits
ties it
inside.
all in. Yep.
And that's why that holds all of that chimney.
Yes. Because
Right.
it has an adapter that you'll push it on. This pipe has a female male adapter, but it twist lock.
Okay.
So let me go grab a piece. I'll show you guys.
So this is basically just negative space in a vacuum, and it's just keeping it away from
Keeping away from the wood,
everything else. Yeah.
and allows you to fill insulation against it
Yeah. Without getting it too close.
without getting too close, because that is insulated pipe.
Yeah.
So you could actually put insulation against that pipe if you had to.
Technically, yeah. Do you
But
have a
the-
pair of tin snips?
Yeah.
Okay.
And God, I wanted to buy this. I saw this tool the other day and I really wanted to buy it. It was an electric set of tin snips.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so this is your Class A pipe, what's going through the roof. So this part
Goes
the
down.
female end will go into the box,
Yeah.
and then it twist lock on the collar that's in there.
There's nothing. You just,
Yeah,
you
see
just
these grooves right here? It'll
Oh.
twist lock into
Oh,
grooves
there they are.
So
Okay.
when you put it on, sometimes it goes on real easy. It looks like this on that
Yeah.
end. It'll go on real easy. Sometimes you got to snap it on because you're already lined them up a little bit. So
Oh,
you
okay.
just snap it down, and then you just twist it till it won't twist anymore.
Cool.
Okay.
And then the next piece, same thing. And I believe these even have arrows. This one was a piece we painted, so you can't see our sticker on it. But I believe they even have arrows telling you. But just remember, male up, female down.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's the rule of
real,
life.
real
isn't it?
simple. And there's instructions in all of these that'll kind of go over all of that with you.
Awesome, Jake.
Okay, then when you get to your flashing on the roof, so once you get your pipe kind of to your roof and you know where you want your hole, you
Yeah.
find center of your pipe in your roof and you punch your little pilot hole through the roof,
Yeah.
and then go up top, and you're gonna cut your hole to match this.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
That'll give you more than enough clearance, gives you a little bit more on your high side. You can cut a little bit wider. Don't be afraid to go a little wider. One, these flange will cover your hole up, right? And then two, if you have more than enough clearance, better than not enough.
Yep.
You know, can't start a fire by having more than enough clearance.
Okay.
So don't don't
Use
be
this
afraid
as
to
our
go.
template.
Yep. So once you find center, then you will measure across here. Let's say 12 and 18, and then you just make your mark. I usually make a mark on the four sides, put this back down, and then I just trace it, and then I come back with my Sawzall and just cut it out, and cut on the outside of your line so you're a little bit wider than your hole, and that's
I
it.
can do that.
Yeah, it's easy enough. And like I said, instructions in there will tell you, instructions in here will tell you.
This goes to the. I've seen these.
Yeah.
This-
So
this-
see our flashing that's on the roof?
That goes above this.
Yep. It goes right to the top of this.
Yeah.
Around that galvanized pipe,
And then,
right down to it,
yeah, okay.
and that's it. And then you just put this through your tabs at the size you need. I'm sending me bent collars a little bit,
Yep.
and you could do it that way and run you a screw in, or you can
Okay.
run it where it comes back out this
So I need
side
to-
and then just fold that tab over. But then yeah, you just silicone that, silicone around there, silicone this area around the pipe with a high temp, high heat silicone.
Okay.
Cool.
So,
Okay.
And
That's
then, how far off the roof do we need to get with these guys?
so you need to be at least 2 feet. I don't know how much snow they get, but the biggest thing, and with you having a 5/12 pitch, you're not very steep. Are
Does
you
it-
down at the end, or are you closer to your peak?
So here's the
We're right at the
problem.
end.
We got to go way up. I mean,
Yeah.
if you were in Montrose, we're on the reservation, so you would have to have your outlet above your roof line, wouldn't you?
So they call it the 10-2 rule. Anything within 10 feet of it, you need to be 2 feet higher, including your roof. So you would measure 10 feet at a level length of your pipe to your roof, and then you would be 2 feet higher than that 10-2 rule.
So we're going to, because you're going to put it on the low side,
It's got to go high.
it's got to
Yeah.
go high.
It doesn't have to go that high. We're going that high, one, to show it, and then two, because we have other pipes around us.
And with that 10 feet from the top of that, it's like coming from a circle, right? So it's not 10 feet laterally, it's 10 feet
straight off.
straight.
So if this was the top of your pipe,
Yeah.
you're going to go measure 10 feet level out
Yep.
until you hit your roof.
Okay.
As long as it's 10 feet till it hits you.
As long as it's 2 feet higher than anything within 10 feet, you're fine.
Cool. All right.
That's gonna be
And
the-
that's more draw issues. If you don't have a pipe nearby, you know, like a vent for a toilet, another gas fireplace or something.
There's no
like-
vents.
Yeah,
Don't
see,
worry about
like
that.
if you had those two next to each other, that's what we don't want, because those have outside air built in them.
Oh, okay.
It would pull the smoke into that cap and down into your house.
Yeah.
If you're on the roof, burn it, and if it's pulling fine, drawing fine, no issues, your 10-2 is okay.
Okay.
You know, if it's struggling, drawing your smoke out, then you might want to go and add 2 feet, 4 feet, something like that.
Well, we got 2 big sections. I think we should be good.
Yeah.
And then that's the attachment to support it, like
That's
so.
that bracket that goes off our pipe down to the
Yep.
roof.
Yep. That's the okay. Cool.
Yep, that's your support
That's
bracket.
this?
Yes, sir. Yep. So
Awesome.
You got your support bracket. That's your spark arrestor.
Yep.
That goes on the outside of the cap at the very top. See that cap up there doesn't
Yep.
have a spark arrestor. This one does. You got to watch out though. That can clog up with Chris. So
This
you got
way
to
or
clean it
this
out.
way?
It doesn't matter. It's
Okay.
just a metal screen.
Okay.
So you just wrap it around. Wrap it around the outside of the cap here.
Yeah.
And then where your 2 ends meet, and they can overlap each other. You don't have to cut it or nothing. Throw you a couple of screws to hold it in place, and there you go.
Sweet.
You got just a little 6-inch piece of your DVL, and then you got 245s in case you need to offset to get around your rafters.
My goal is we should just position it so
Yeah.
it's a straight shot.
Yeah, that's the best thing. But 45s
Because
just
we
And we
get
can
the
bring we'll
position-
bring these back if we don't use them.
Yeah, we can
Yeah.
position them. I think we can. There's enough. We're early
Clearance
enough
all
in the.
around.
Actually, we're so early in the process that we can put this stove anywhere we want.
Line it up
The
straight
only
shot.
thing we've got is a window,
Mm-hmm.
and that's it. Because there's no window. We got that whole blank wall with no window in it.
Yeah.
So
And
you
she
just
wants it in the
gotta-
corner, but anyway.
She
Yeah,
wants
so
in
you-
the corner.
Uh-huh.
We'll,
We'll
try
talk
and
to her.
talk her out of it.
Okay.
The reason I say that is because then she's got to fireproof 2 walls. Whereas if she puts it against the one wall
That's all you
and
worry
leaves a place to sit next to the fire, then
We'll
you-
see. We'll
Yeah, I
see
know
where.
how-
Yeah.
You're the whisperer, the Lapita whisperer.
So, and that's all you got.
'Cause
That's
she-
all it
Jake,
is.
She's
thanks
like
so much.
most women in her. Was she 70?
Yeah.
Women in their 70s, they have an idea what they want, and that's what they're going to get.
Yeah. But she's lived in a house with no plumbing, electricity, or anything for
Right.
her whole life, right?
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean she
Doesn't
hasn't.
mean she's not.
It doesn't mean she doesn't have a plan of what she wants.
Well, you can't blame her. And if you're finally getting your real house for the first time, hey,
And those screws are in there.
See,
Okay.
I'm sitting there
Screws are in
thinking, well, I'd put it so I could have a nice chair right next to the fire in that corner and the light, and I'd be sitting there all winter reading.
yep.
Randomly, do you have any other last questions? I think this is all self-explanatory.
It all fits exactly the way I've done it before.
Yeah.
Yep. It's
Cool.
real simple. Owner's manuals, instructions, everything will tell you how to do it.
Like I told him, I've done 2 of these. The gap in my experience knowledge is 45 years and 20 years. So now I'm like, every 20 years I deal with a fireplace.
So when you're 90,
Yeah.
we'll do
I
another
have
one
to
for you.
When you're 90, you'll be hopefully doing your last one, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. But also YouTube University
Yeah.
will teach you a lot about this, and you can find, this exact brands on there. You can find anything on there, so this will help you with it.
I'm going to put all these in my truck.
Okay. Thanks, Jake.
Yeah.